Hello, and welcome back to Subnautica. It's been a little while. But yeah, today we'll be getting back into the swing of things and picking up where we left off. So let's go ahead and jump back in. Thank you all for coming and watching. It's a pleasure to have you. Yeah, we got a full line of streams set up for this week. We'll be going back. Next Life is Strange game is coming out in a couple of months, so I figured it would be a good time to start a series around the older games. So yeah, we'll be starting up the remastered Life is Strange tomorrow. And if you didn't see, I made a note to the community post. We'll be starting that a little bit later than what I originally said in the post. The Reapers. Let's see if we... Oh, yeah, we can definitely spot one. It's right there. Want to go say hi? The Reapers are very interesting because they are one of the primary hostile forces to you in the game. But for the most part, like, Subnautica's AI is coded in such a way where the creatures aren't necessarily hostile to you, because they're more meant to scare you than to pose any real threat to your progression. So like, I'm just chilling here with this Reaper and there's no real consequence for it. He's just chilling. Yeah, that's one of the interesting things about Subnautica is that the only real threat to your life in the game is drowning. Like, that's... If I had the stats for it, I would put money on probably around 80% of all deaths in the game being attributed to drowning. Like, that would just be my guess. And it's mostly because, like, none of the creatures, like, want to necessarily kill you. Like, the AI is programmed in such a way to scare you. Oh, here we go.
What are you?
And we have found our, we've gotten our first visit from the Sea Emperor. Subnautica's story is very interesting in that way because it starts dropping these things early on, and like at this point in the game, like we know a little bit about the precursors, right? Like we've been to the mountain, we've seen a couple of their outposts, but we don't know terribly much about them. So like at this point in the game, you may be asking yourself like maybe that the Sea Emperor, that vision, has to do something with the with the precursors, since it's some kind of alien vision, we'll say. But yeah, so it's interesting how, like, it's also interesting that your first interaction with the Sea Emperor is one of curiosity. Like, it kind of goes to show that, like, Subnautica is a story about discovery, about kind of figuring out and delving into the unknown, even for the other NPCs. Because, of course, the Sea Emperor isn't necessarily hostile. It was technically hostile to the precursors, but that's more than anything, that's just because, the precursors wanted to force things out. Whereas the Sea Emperor was like, no, we're going to work on my pace. But yeah. Alright, so our main goal for today, I think, will be building the moon pool and trying to build the prawn suit. I think those are going to be our two main goals.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
This is Life Pod 7. Coordinates attached. Pod is structurally sound, but the fabricator's bust. Requesting assistance. 7 out.
It is funny.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
As like a little like behind the scenes things, I think that's the same voice actor as the person who plays Paul Degassi from the Degassi crew, which is just kind of funny. Like, you know, you hear those things and you're like, why do I recognize that voice? Oh, it's because, you know, it's not the first time that voice has been used. Alright, so let's see here. Let's look at what we have. Do we have all the blueprints required for what we want to do today? Let's see here. We don't have all the prawn suit scans, but do we have the moon pool scans? No, we need one more moon pool scan, and we need a couple more prawn suit. I remember we got a couple of prawn suit at the at the Aurora last stream, but I guess we didn't get everything we needed. Okay, why is my inventory full? Because I got a bunch of junk in it. Alright, can go ahead and drink some of this. Alright, so I think we should head over power cells, batteries. Man, we found a lot of stuff at... We can go ahead and hang those up. Storage module. Man, we found a lot of stuff at the Aurora last time. Let's go ahead and put everything away so we have a bit more inventory space. Yeah. Oh, let's put away our propulsion can. We don't need that. Alright. Yep, we can access the upgrade. What? Or we could hop in. Let's access upgrades. I want to add this storage module. Let's see, where is it? Ah, there it is. Okay, so now we have a little bit of extra storage. Can hang up our posters, grab some food and water to put in there, and we can be on our way. Alright, I think I'm gonna put that there. Let's see here. Come on. There we go. That is not lined up. There we go. That looks good. Oh, a little bit of a poster wall. That looks good. All right, let's see here. Did I put my survival knife away? There it is. Yeah, my thermal blade. Weird. Okay. Let's see. Let's grab some food and water, and then we can head over towards. Let's try the mushroom biome first. Although, let's see here. Yeah, let's head over to the mushroom biome because I think that typically has a fair amount of moon pool fragments. Tempted to go ahead and build the bed because it looks like it's getting close to night. It's getting kind of dark, and it's always a pain trying to explore. You know, without without light, while in the dark. But yeah, so let's go over to the mushroom biome, see if we can get the moon pool fragments we need. Then we can go over towards the floating island and hopefully get the other prawn suit fragments that we need. And yeah. Kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, Subnautica is very interesting for its AI because, you know, for being a survival game, there isn't much in the way of like survival mechanics that impact progression. Like oxygen is the big one. Here we go. But like, you know, for the most part, as long as you're smart and don't just ignore your water and hunger, and health for that matter, like, they don't typically matter. And that's one of the things, like, is kind of...
Passing 100 meters.
Oh, I don't have my rebreather.
Efficiency decreased.
Okay, we're gonna have to go back for the rebreather. Cyclops Bridge Fragment. I don't know if we need it, but let's grab it just in case we did. There we go. But yeah, that's one thing I think Subnautica could do a bit better, is like use its survival mechanics a bit more. Because as it is right now, the survival mechanics are just kind of added on without really like much thought put into them. Like, because you don't really need to worry about any of your gauges other than oxygen. And while I think the oxygen system is done very, very well, everything else just kind of feels tacked on, which is something I feel a lot with like survival games, is they don't use the survival mechanics to their fullest. Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like that holds true pretty well for Below Zero as well. Like, I don't think they really changed much with the survival mechanics. It's more so just kind of something that you have to keep an eye on until you don't. Like, once you have a reliable source of food, man, I'm just clinging into everything. Once you have a reliable source of food, you don't necessarily need to worry about any of your gauges, Which, I don't know, maybe that helps give a sense of progression in the game. Like, as you're progressing, you don't have to worry about some of the, the earlier micromanaging tasks that you would otherwise. But, like, I feel like, really good game design means that you should carry your systems and mechanics throughout the game and not just, ignore them once you've deemed them, pesky or annoying. Alright, let's see if we can find these moon pool fragments. Yeah. It's like, I feel like that's the case with a lot of survival games, where it's just like, the mechanics just kind of fall by the wayside. Is this an egg? This is a creature egg. Okay. The mechanics just kind of fall by the wayside after, they're deemed unimportant in the story. Like, and even oxygen. Like once you get access to the Seamoth and the other vehicles in Subnautica, like, oxygen becomes a lot less important. I don't have my rebreather. There we go, we got our moon pool. So, technically, since I don't have my rebreather, oxygen should be a big problem for me right now, because, I'm under 100 meters. Alright, let's go ahead and head back to base so I can get my rebreather, and we can go ahead and build the... Well, actually, let's look and see what we need for the moon pool real quick. We can pin that, which is very nice. Lead, 2 titanium ingots, and lubrication. I think we have all of that at base. But we can go ahead and pin it. But yeah, so that is one thing I know Subnautica 2 is coming out. I think it's said that it's coming out next year. That's something I would really like to see from the team at Unknown Worlds, is more using the mechanics that they put in the game throughout the game. And I don't necessarily know how they would do that, but I think if you are going to be adding mechanics into a game, you should be looking at how they affect the entire game, not necessarily just the early game or the late game. Because if I'm gonna have a permanent UI, then I want it to matter, because for the most part it really doesn't. I'll say it's always nice being back in Subnautica. The world is just so very pretty. It's very relaxing. Oh, hello. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can get the moon pool built. I think we have everything for it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, let's see. We need 2 lead and a whole bunch of titanium. And then lubricant as well, so I'll go ahead and grab that. Let's see here. Okay, looks good. Man. Oh. Damn it. I clicked on the wrong thing. Oh well. Alright, well, I have to go get that. Well, actually, no, we got another titanium ingot here. Alright, let's see here. Let me go get another creepvine cluster. Should be one right over here. Yeah, and then we should be able to build our moon pool. Yeah. I think the one system that Subnautica does carry through the entire game and does a pretty good job of integrating is the crafting system. Because the crafting system, you know, it is the one system that kind of goes through all out the game, because, you know, the final thing that you need to do in the game is, you know, escape with the Neptune rocket. So, you know, you are crafting things all throughout the game. Which I think is it's one of the better systems in the game. Like, I know that the crafting system is kind of infamous for being a bit tedious, but I think it is one of the systems that they kind of like stick with and hold true to, because, you know, like the survival mechanics they kind of let go once they feel it's not necessarily relevant or interesting. All right, so that's where can we put this? I can put it there, but I don't really want to put it there. All right, let's go move that storage unit so that I can put our... Oh, that's got a lot of stuff in it. Okay, hopefully I can hold this stuff. Cannot hold all of it. Alright. Put some of it away. Alright, that should be good. Yeah. So I think that Subnautica does a lot of things well, but I would just like to see... This is just something I like to do with, like, you know, any game that I'm playing. Like, I want to see the systems that the game developers tell me are important actually be used, because, you know, otherwise I'm like, why do I need to engage with these systems if the game developers are even saying, well, we don't really want to use these systems later on in the game, we don't think they're necessarily all that interesting, then why put them in the game to begin with, right? Like, if you're gonna have systems for me to interact with, you know, make them so where at least put your back into it a little bit. Like, have a bit of confidence with your systems, because otherwise, you know, it comes off as like, you're like, well, we wanted to have some survival mechanics, but, you know, we didn't really know how to make them interesting in the late game, so, yeah.
This is Altera HQ. This may be your only communications window. We can't send a rescue ship all the way out there, so Aurora, you're just gonna have to meet us halfway. We've uploaded blueprints to the ship's computer. Yeah, give me a second. Black box data shows the high security terminal in the captain's quarters is still functional.
Becky's leaving like in
All right, well, tell Becky I'll just take the regular.
Regular.
Yeah, she'll know what I mean. The code should
And
be...
if she doesn't,
Just tell her the regular, dude.
okay.
The
If I
code...
say regular, she's like, what's the regular? Come all the way back up here.
The code should be 2679. The regular's just a ham and cheese.
Okay, would you just say ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese.
Okay.
The famous Subnautica dialogue. Alright, let's see if I can fix my, I need titanium for that too. Alright, now that.
Without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research
Alright.
indicates
Well, I have flooded our base by adding the moon pool, which is just lovely. So let's go ahead and fix the base. Let's see here. Where is... There we go, reinforcement. Yeah, let's go ahead and put some reinforcements in. Alright. Now let's repair the base. Alright, let's see here. I've done a lovely job of busting up our base here. Where are the other cracks in the base? There's one. There's another. Alright, so let's get this fixed up. It's kind of weird. They don't last all the way to 100. They kind of pop around. It's a bit odd, but...
Hull integrity
There we
restored.
go.
Draining systems initiated.
There we go. Okay, we should be a bit better now. Try and get a bit of oxygen, but man, it does not want to do that, or to let me kind of sit there. Alright. Well, let's let this drain for a second. And then I can, we can kind of get going again. Alright. Oh boy. Yeah, I feel like that's one of the things, like, you know, one of the things that I ask for with games is like a level of consistency from the developers, right? Like, you know, when I'm making games, I go, the questions I ask are, you know, what kind of systems do I want in the game? How do I think those systems will and should interact with each other? Like, for instance, the crafting system and the survival system, you know, they don't really interact at all, which is fine, but like, it is interesting to see games that do kind of take a bit more thought with that and go, all right, here are the systems we want to do, and this is how we're going to implement it so that, you know, you can have unique interactions between the systems that the players can find. Alright, let's switch out radiation mask for our rebreather. Alright. Very nice. Don't think we have the modification area yet, but let's check real quick. We do have a bed. Let's go ahead and make a bed while we're here. We need to work towards our power cell charger too. Oh, we do have the vehicle upgrade console. Okay, we can go ahead and make that real quick. I don't think that should be too difficult. Copper wire, titanium, and computer chip. Copper wire, titanium, and computer chip. Let's, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to go find that and pin it. Alright, cool. Nice. Let's see here. So for computer chip, I need that. Need 3 titanium and some copper. And copper wire. I think I'm going to need this for the computer chip. I think we're going to need copper wire for the computer chip as well, so... big surprise, we need more copper. Alright, let's pin the computer chip as well, because I don't remember the recipe off the top of my head. Computer chip. Yep, copper wire, and we need 2 coral samples instead of 1. Okay. That shouldn't be too bad. Let's head back over to the shallow reef. Yeah. It's good seeing people come in and check out the live streams. I know I've been doing a lot of shorts clip of the live streams, so it's good to see people come out and check out the source material for those. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy seeing it, or just listening to me talk about the games. Like I really enjoy talking about games. So, you know, if you make games, like typically I think if you make games, you should, you know, like talking about games. At least in my opinion. Like, you know, I've met some people who, you know, are programmers first, game developers second, and work in the games industry, and that's always just kind of felt weird to me. Like I don't know. I'm not a programmer. I've always I'm a storyteller. When I make games, that's what I do. I tell stories. Programming, I can do it. I don't particularly like it. So typically I only really program when it comes to making games, which I think is fine. Alright, let's see if we can find that copper. So we need 4 pieces of copper, and we currently have 0. Yep. Let's try and find that table coral while we're here as well. Alright, this big tube usually has a fair amount of resource nodes in it. There's 1 copper, very nice. So yeah, we should be able, hopefully we'll find all the copper we need here. 2 copper, alright. 3, alright, let this be it. Nope. Alright, will you be it? No. I swear, this little tube got us so close. 3 out of 4. Maybe 4 out of 4? Hey, 4 out of 4. Alright, very nice. Let's go ahead and break these while we're here, just so that, you know, next time we will definitely need copper. I don't have to come out here looking for it. We just have it at the base. But yeah. Also, if you guys have any games that you want to see me talk about or play, feel free to either leave a comment on the streams or on any of the shorts. I do read all of the comments, so I would love to hear your recommendations about what games you want to see me look into and play. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so we should be able to get our vehicle upgrade console, I think that's what it's called, all built, and we can change up the color of our Seamoth too. Thinking we might color the Seamoth with Sherbert's colors. And if you guys don't know, Sherbert is the mascot of the channel. It's the little slime that shows up at the start of every stream. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead. We'll name our Seamoth Sherbert after our lovely mascot. I think that sounds like a good idea. Alright. There we go. Very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and put away. This one's full. Let me put everything away in the other one. But yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. It means a lot. You could be anywhere in the world and you chose to spend your time with me. I really appreciate that. Alright, I think that's everything we need. Yep. Cool. Let's go ahead and unpin these real quick. Get this set up. Very nice. Lovely. So now we also have this little station here where we can craft finally our CMOS depth module. This has been a long time coming. Like, getting that has been a pain. Alright, let's see here. Let's name this have caps lock on apparently. Sherbert. And then let's see here. Let's go with a nice teal into a, let's see here. No, let's do the stripe for Sherbert's hat. Like a nice purple pink. Trying to find about what shade it is. That's a bit too red. That looks about right. Yeah, let's just have the interior as like, yeah, let's just go for white for the interior. Don't want it to be too grating while we're going about. There we go. Okay, let's get that depth module upgrade real quick, because being stuck at 200 crush depth has been a pain. So let's go ahead and grab all the titanium that we have. None here. And we also need enamel glass or just glass. Let's see here, let me check. Let's see here, where are the vehicle upgrades in our blueprints? Let's see here. This is modification station. We don't want modification station. Here we go. Vehicle upgrades. 2 glass. Alright. So no quartz in here. Was there any titanium? No. I already got titanium. Right. Any quartz in here? 1 quartz. Awesome. Man, I should have grabbed some quartz while we were in that tube as well, because now I'm going to go out and get some more quartz. That is the thing with Subnautica. Like, you know, I was saying it earlier, but the resource grinding does take its toll. Alright. Do I have any titanium left? No, that was all of my titanium. Any left in here? Nope. That was all of it. Alright, cool. I was hoping I can make the bed because it is currently night, which is always a pain. That's fine. Let's look about, see if we can find some more titanium. I think it was fiber mesh, so we can get some creep vine. Forget what they're called. It's just like when you cut the creep vines with your knife. I think maybe it's 2 for 1. I don't quite remember. Just go for that to be safe. Yeah, and let's see if we can find that quartz. I would really like it to be daytime. It's like trying to find stuff at night. It's always such a pain. There's some quartz. Alright, so we need 3 quartz, and now we need 2. Very nice. Alright, only 1 more left. I was gonna say it was a pain, then immediately find all of it, because the game's just like, oh, I'll teach you to call it a pain. Yeah, so much quartz. Alright, fine. Fine game. It's not that much of a pain. It's just a little bit annoying to have to go out and collect the stuff when I'm in the middle of crafting. I guess that's, you know, that's the big thing that people don't like about the crafting system, right? Is that it's just a pain to be in the middle of, you know, making these advancements and then go, oh wait, I don't have all of the materials I need. Alright. So I think I will deconstruct our fabricator and then rebuild it over here in our moon pool, since I think this will be where we do most of our crafting. Let's see, interior modules. So I don't expect us to be using that entrance for terribly much longer. Let's go ahead and grab some more food. Oh boy, I need to make that fast. Those creep vine clusters, they decompose very quickly. Alright, let's see here. Go ahead and make our glass as well. Very nice. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I did grab some extra quartz. I was like, did I really have the quartz that I needed and then just, you know, ran out to grab some more? No, I grabbed some extra. Alright, let's see here. I think it's at the modification station where you can get the Mark II. So let's go ahead, not that, and check what we need. Plasteel ingot, magnetite. Can you guys tell I play Pokemon? And enameled glass. Okay, we'll keep this in the back of our head. I don't think we have any magnetite yet. Although I think we can get some. I think it's down in the mushroom biome. And now that we have our enhanced, oh, that looks so nice. I think we'll keep it as black for now. I might change the. There we go. Crush depth 300 meters. Lovely. We might go and check out the underwater mushroom, or the glowing mushroom biome a bit more today as well. Now that we can actually explore down there without, you know, fearing for our sea moth's life. Yeah. For now, let's go ahead and head on out to. Just to make sure, I do have a laser cutter. Yep, I do have the laser cutter. Something I always want to make sure I have when we're going out to the floating islands, the underwater floating islands, because man, it is, you know, it's one of those things like earlier with the rebreather. You go out there, you get to where you're going, you find out you forgot something at your base. Oh, it's the biggest pain. Having to go back. 'Cause yeah, like traversing and like. I think traversing in the early and mid game of Subnautica is fantastic, but once you get towards the late game, it can kind of get a bit tedious because like exploring the new areas is very, very cool, but it can be a bit tedious when you're just like, when, you know, if you get to one of the areas where it takes, you know, a good 20-30 minutes to get down to, and realize that you forgot something that you needed at your base. It's quite a pain. Alright, let's go ahead and check out this wreck while we're here. I don't know if we've visited this wreck or not. Which is kind of surprising since it's, you know, just north of our base. It looks like it's pretty easy to get into too. Go ahead and check it out, make sure we're not missing anything. Okay, looks like we have been through here before. I'll go ahead and check out this door. Yeah, it's good to be back streaming. I took a couple of weeks off. Just still kind of getting used to streaming regularly. So, hopefully we'll be, this week will be a good week for streams. Alright, what we got? Let's see your laser. Really? Laser cutter inside the room that we need a laser cutter to get to? I think we've got everything in here already. There's nothing in there. Battery charger. Laser cutter. Man, you could get a full laser cutter in here. I remember us like struggling to find the laser cutter earlier. Man, we just had to go here. That's wild. Alright. Oh, I love our sea moth. It looks so good. I really like Sherwood's colors. I mean, I did choose them, so I guess that makes sense, but... let's see, is this where I want to go? We didn't hit the underwater mushroom biome before we came here, so I'm oh, I see bone sharks. Let's see here. I see bone sharks, but I don't see floating islands. Oh, there they are. I just wasn't quite deep enough. Alright. Lovely. And yeah, you really want to try and explore the underwater floating islands during the daytime, because the bone sharks are attracted to light. Which means, like, if you're not careful, they can destroy your sea moth while you're out exploring. This is okay, or just while you're here about. All right, really 3 of them? How many of them are on me? This is very interesting. So there's a thermal vent here on a floating island. I want to double check and make sure that this is a floating island, because, like, if it is, yeah, okay, wait. It is a massive floating island.
Warning. Maximum
Okay, we're beneath our crush depth.
hull damage imminent.
Alright, let's get back up from under our crush depth. But it's kind of interesting. I wonder if this is actually connected, like, a just massive, like, tower. Because otherwise, you know, how would there be a thermal vent there, right? I think we've explored this wreck already. I wouldn't mind giving it another once over real quick. Yeah, for now, let's keep on looking about. I think there should be another wreck around here that we haven't explored yet. Is there anything in there? Stasis rifle, I think? Let's check it out. We can repair our sea moth while we're at it. I don't think we have everything for the stasis rifle yet. Yeah, there we go. Lovely.
New blueprint acquired.
But yeah, we can go ahead and check out, because I don't think we had our laser cutter when we came through here last time. I could be wrong, but let me double check. Better to check and be wrong than to miss something that we need. Let's see here. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's always tedious finding the entrances to these wrecks. Like, sometimes it's very obvious, and sometimes you've just sat here searching about for a good couple of minutes. And then sometimes it's just streamer blindness of, like, oh, it was right there, and you're just like, oh, okay, cool. Let's see here. Alright, let's look through here. See if we can't find our prawn suit fragments. Alright. We have been through here already, but I want to double check and make sure that all, you know, we didn't run into like a door or something like right here. This is exactly what I was worried about. So that we came here without our laser cutter and we ran into something that we couldn't get through. Like, I betcha that on the other side of this door is going to be the prawn suit fragments we need, because that's, you know, that's just our luck. Alright. This is why we bring the extra battery. And another door. Oh, promising. Does it not want to let me scan it? Weird. Can I scan this one? Yeah, I can scan this one.
New blueprint acquired.
Why can't I scan you? You look like the prawn suit fragment that I need, but for whatever reason I can't scan you. Also a little data entry here. Fire suppression system, very useful. Ah, here we go. I think this is our final one. There we go.
New blueprint acquired.
Also a data terminal.
ARAWN Safety Instructions Appendix A14. Don't climb on or get off equipment while it's moving.
Okay, I think that was a data entry. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I just didn't grab it yet. I think it was still playing through everything with unlocking the prawn suit. No, I did grab it. We'll check it out when we get back up to the surface.
New blueprint acquired.
Swim charge fins, very useful. I think we're also going to try and get those today. Because those are very nice when just trying to conserve energy. Anything else in here? Grappling arm. I don't know if we have it, so we'll go ahead and scan it. Yeah, we don't already have it, but now we do. Lovely. I am watching our oxygen. Yeah, we can't get out there.
Acquired. 30 seconds.
All right, let's go ahead and get out so that I don't drown. All right. How quickly can I swim out of this? Will it be quick enough?
Oxygen.
I know. Alright. Seamoth. Sherbert, save us! There we go. Alright. A little close there on the oxygen, but we got everything we need. Let's head back to base. So yeah, while I'm doing, I probably should wait until we're outside of, alright, so we want swim charge fins. We want, let's see here, where is the prawn suit? Here we go, prawn suit. Alright, yes, you're screaming at me. Alright, okay, so we're going to need a fair amount of stuff for the prawn suit. I think we're going to need 2 rubies. There are a couple of places I know where we can get rubies. And they're relatively close by, so I think I might go ahead and try and grab those while we're out here. I think this should be our mushroom biome, right? Nope. I am lost. We are directly south of our base, which I think means that we should be hitting the mushroom biome. Oh, I see a jelly ray, which means that we're in the right region. There we go. Here it is. Okay, so this next little bit is going to be a little bit dangerous. Because the area where I know we can get rubies is in the dunes, which is right on the edge of this mushroom biome. Oh, no, we're not going towards... Well, I guess, actually, blood kelp does have some rubies, and it is nighttime, and there is a warper right there. It's kind of wild he hasn't noticed me. There we go. Oh. Bye, warper. Don't know where he went. Oh well, let's grab some water real quick, because my character is dying of thirst. Poor Riley.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Alright, let's go into the blood kelp zone, because there are rubies here. Like, there's one right here. I just hate being in here. This zone is so creepy, especially at nighttime. Like, it's just very, very eerie when you're here and the only light source is these blood kelp. Ah, I hate it. Alright, let's see here. Let's try and not die via warper. You know, after everything I said earlier about, you know, this game not necessarily wanting to kill you, doesn't change how terrified I am of the blood kelp zone. Like, just being here makes me on edge, and I want to get out as quick as possible. Alright, rubies, where are you? Man, I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, maybe we should have just gone to the dunes. Because at least the place, well, I guess it is a bit risky because the place I know at the dunes, like, it's a thermal vent, so. Oh, I hate that stinger. The game just gave me, like, the bell chime. Oh, I hate that. That was creepy. That was so creepy. Why, game? Oh, hi, Warper. That's fine. We're leaving. Don't worry.
Welcome aboard.
That freaked me out. Nope. We're leaving. I don't care about you, Warper. I care about that chime. Oh, that gave me goosebumps. I don't know why the game just gave me like the most creepy chime ever. Oh boy. Yeah, because like there was nothing even like, you know, dangerous there. It was just, you know, there was a single warper in the area. But man, just being in that zone and and that audio cue, that audio sting, that was terrifying. Nope. No thank you. We got what we need and we are leaving. Alright. Let's see here. I don't remember what we need for benzene. I think that's that green liquid for our charge fins. But yeah. Alright. First thing we do when we get back, make the bed. Because I'm done with this whole nighttime stuff. Like, going into the blood kelp zone in the middle of night? Nah, nope, I'm good. Oh boy. Alright. Lovely. Wonder if we can change our suit's colors. That could be fun. Give myself my trademark green shirt. Alright, let's see here. Let's listen to this radio message and maybe we'll go check out that life pod soon too.
This is Life Pod 4. We've landed close to the Aurora. Flotation device is active, but we've got some big old fish in the water with us. I don't know how long we're gonna last. We're close to the crash site, so bring radiation protection. 4 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Okay, maybe we'll go check them out too. See if there's anything interesting there. Wait, no, that's for... Alright, so, okay, we did need this. So, I saw these deep shrooms in the blood kelp zone. I thought about grabbing them while we were there, but I was like, oh, we probably don't need them for anything. And of course, we immediately need them. So we will be going back to the blood kelp zone, as bad as it is for my sanity levels. Alright, what do we got here? Why? This is the stasis rifle. Well, we don't need the stasis rifle right now. First off, I want to build a bed. I'm tired of it being night. Let's see here. Miscellaneous. Titanium. Cool. Do we have... I don't think we have any titanium left. Let's go get some titanium. Make a bed. Make it so it's not night. Help my sanity levels. And while we're over here, let's look for some stalker teeth. And I'll show you guys a trick as well. I do want, if this is titanium, we're going to go ahead and make the bed, because trying to find anything at night is just a massive pain. And of course, our battery runs out. And I think the sun's rising too, so, oh well, that's fine. We can switch our batteries, let them charge, and be on our way. Interesting looking peeper. Kind of sad that they don't like keep any of the textures that they have on them when they come into your inventory. Alright, let's go ahead and charge our 2 batteries here. We did get the titanium for our bed. Line this up right here, nice and centered. Man, trying to do this on keyboard is a time. There we go, that looks good. Alright, anything else we need? We can go ahead and start putting away some of this stuff. Alright, so I think enamel glass is going to be what we focus on first, because we have the diamond and the lead, and we also need to get a lot more titanium. So let's see here. Do I have any spare batteries in storage? I don't remember. Got a spare... There we go, we do have some spare batteries. We can go ahead and pop those in. Let's see here, let's throw... Okay, well, just keeping a spare one on, it's not bad. Alright. Yeah, we have the diamonds. I think we have glass. Or we have the stuff for glass. And we have lead. So we just need a lot more titanium and some stalker teeth. I want to try and get as many stalker teeth as we can right now, because I think we also need that for the Mark II sea moth. Okay, so here's a cool thing. So you do that, and then you drop it near a stalker. They will go and grab it, maybe. There we go. And there we go. We have our 2 stalker teeth. Lovely. 3? It's too generous, guys. Any more that you want to share? But yeah. So what you can do is just grab some metal salvage and drop it, and typically they'll try and like play with it and drop stalker teeth, which is very, very nice. Or do whatever the fuck he just did. Alright, let's see. Did they drop? Oh, wow. There are a lot of them here. They don't particularly like it when you take their metal salvage, though. It's like taking their toys. They don't like it when you touch their toys. Unfortunately, we do need the titanium. Let's see here. Okay, that's 5 stalker teeth. That should be more than enough for the entire game, I think. Well, maybe not for the entire game, but for the foreseeable future. Let's see. Let's find some more metal salvage. We can also grab some extra titanium from scanning things that we missed. And we always need copper, so might as well check for that. Alright, let's see here. How much titanium we got on this? 4, 8, 10, 13. So we need 7 more titanium. And we might as well just try and like find all that we can, because, you know, You always need titanium too. Alright, so that's 17. Let's go ahead and grab some more oxygen real quick. But yeah, if you guys ever have any questions about game design or any game mechanics, feel free to either come and ask me in any live stream or drop a question on any of the videos, shorts, or my other videos as well. Thinking about maybe doing like a summary video for the Professor Layton series. Because there's a new entry in it coming out next year, so I thought it might be fun as a little side project to make a series covering the story of Professor Layton. Because it's one of those Nintendo franchises that like doesn't really see a ton of love. Like the last game came out, I think like 2016, 2017, if I remember right. And it was met with mixed reviews. Is a very, light way of putting it. A friend of mine is a really big fan of the series, and he detests Catriel's, Catriel's Mystery Journey, I think is the name of the game. Just because it's such a departure from everything else that is very much a departure from the other Professor Layton games, and is a very easy game, and the story is kind of non-existent. It's not non-existent, but it just doesn't make a ton of sense. And in a game all about mysteries and trying to piece out the logic of things, you want to have your game make sense. Put one of those away, because if your player isn't, if the mystery is one of those things that you couldn't possibly solve, then that kind of takes away some of the fun of the mystery, right? Because with mystery games, part of the fun is trying to see if you can beat the game to the punch and try and figure out some of the twists before the game tells them to you, based off the clues that the game gives, which I think is a very valid way of crafting a mystery. The twist isn't always the thing that matters in a mystery game. Alright, now we need to grab some lithium. We have some extra titanium too, which is nice. I think it's 1 lithium per... Let's go ahead and throw the stalker teeth in as well. Sorry for flipping the menus. I'm very scatterbrained, if you guys haven't picked that up already. I will remember something in the middle of swapping. Alright. Okay, so it's 2 lithium for 1. Alright, let's go and grab some more lithium then. More lithium. Here's our diamond. I don't know if we have all of our lead, but we can check and see. Alright, we almost have our prawn suit. Only an hour into stream too, we're making good time. Almost clear with our goals for today. Let's see here. Was there any lead in here? I didn't see any. We can go check out the glowing mushroom biome after this. Yeah, here's some lead. Very nice. I'm kind of surprised that they don't require a power cell to make the prawn suit. This is a bit interesting. Oh, hello, Reefback. I love the bottoms of these guys. The bioluminescence is just so cool. Alright, there is our mobile vehicle bay. Let's see here. Climb up here. And let's get our prawn suit.
Level 1 first, piloting a prawn suit to feel a sense of limitless power. Prawn operators receive weeks of training to counteract this phenomenon. You will have to make do with self-discipline.
Oh, it's gonna drop right onto our base. Yeah, the game knows how cool the prawn suit is. Yeah, very nice. And I think that this is something that Subnautica does very well, is that like none of the vehicles feel redundant. And this is something that I kind of feel like Subnautica Below Zero doesn't do as well, because, you know, in Below Zero, the sea truck is your everything vehicle. Like,
Systems online.
you only get 2 vehicles in that game. You get the sea truck and you get the prawn suit. And I think that, like, while there is a, like, okay, come on. There is a novelty to the prawn or the sea truck for that. Like, it kind of wears off because, like, you know, there are upgrades for it, and sure, like, you can have additional like segments put on, but for the most part, it just kind of feels boring because you never get that feeling of getting like a proper upgrade. Because it's the everything vehicle, there's no real sense of progression, I feel. Let's see here. I want the grapple arm. I think we might be able to make the grapple arm. Let me check what we need for... We need another computer chip, which I think we can make. Because we have the extra copper. Alright, here's our copper. Here's our gold. Here's our table coral sample. I think we need one more piece of gold. We have some benzene over here as well. Yeah, I think we should, well, maybe. We might not have the titanium, which would be very funny. So, like, we have everything except for the titanium. Okay, no, we do. 5 and 1 piece of lithium. I think, oh, I need the silver as well. Alright. I think we should have everything we need to make the grapple arm. Computer chip. I was short 1 gold. Okay, that's fine. We've got enough for it. It's no problem. Let's go ahead and grab some more food to please the bars ever constant in the lower hand corner of the screen. Very nice. Alright, where do I craft this? Do I craft it here? Grapple suit. Yes, I do. Cool. What do you guys think we should name the prawn suit? I'll let you guys kind of talk about that. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. 'Cause yeah, we've got our sea moth sherbet. Yeah, let's see if what we can get for our prawn suit. Very nice. All right, let's go check out the glowing mushrooms, because with a staggering 900-meter crush depth, we're going to be sitting pretty with the prawn suit for the next little while. The only thing with the prawn suit is traversing it with it is just kind of a pain, especially early on when you don't have a ton of upgrades for it. Alright, let's see here. Where is our entrance to the glowing mushrooms? You know what? let's go to sleep. Hate looking for this stuff at night. Gonna go to sleep, set it to daytime. I also think that it's more over that way, and I've gotten, well, no, it's that way, I think. Can you tell that I know directions in this game so well? Oh boy. Alright, let's go to sleep. Actually let Riley sleep for once in this entire run. Poor lad. Hasn't had a good night's sleep in ages. I love that we wake up to our posters. That's so good. Okay, yeah. So there's the entrance to the glowing mushrooms. So we just have to come over here a bit farther. Man, I just went in the complete wrong direction. Let's see. We can also take off this pen. I'll keep the... This is also great for me, just because, like, by having that there, I can remember the goals I've set out for myself, which is a real problem. Okay, yeah. There we go. That's what you need to do with the prawn suits. You just have to, like, grapple hook and kind of get a bit of momentum. Alright. Yeah, so now we can kind of go about here. I want to eventually run a thermal line down here. We can go ahead and grab this magnetite that we're going to need. I want to run a thermal power generator down here for our base. Because right now we're just running off of solar power, which isn't terribly good. Oh boy. Am I stuck? There we go. Like I said, traversing in the prawn suit is kind of clunky. Like, in my opinion, the Seamoth feels the best to drive. The prawn suit definitely feels the worst to drive out of the three vehicles in the game. Just because, you know, if it's not perfectly flat, like these little mushroom areas, it'll get stuck. Alright. Also trying to go back and find the Degassis if I can, because I don't think we got to fully explore that last time. Their hideout down here. Well, not hideout, but base. Because we couldn't get our Seamoth down below 300. Maybe I should just come down here in the Seamoth instead, because, you know, traversal in the prawn suit. But, you know, we just got our prawn suit, so I wanted to try it out a little bit. Excuse me. And I definitely wanted to make sure that we had the grapple arm, because traversal without the grapple arm is just impossible. Should get the drill arm too, because, like, look at this. We've got a whole vein of copper here. Is this copper or gold? That might be gold. I don't know. But yeah, that... Oh. Of course. I have a ping to it. Just my luck, you know, I go about here and I'm like, oh, you know, we can go about and find it. I have literally a ping for it. Alright, grab some more magnetite. It is nice, the prawn suit comes pre-attached with storage. So, you know, you can just pick stuff up without having to get out of your prawn suit, which is very convenient. Especially for, like, areas like this where, you know, you don't want to have to constantly be getting in and out of your prawn suit. So you can just pick stuff up. It's very convenient. I say as I accidentally press the button to get out. Yeah. I like this biome. It's very, like, it's very distinct, which is nice. Like, all of the biomes in Subnautica, you know, like, they're very easy to differentiate from one another. Like, beyond, like, some of the crag area where it's just kind of, like, very bland, like, everything is just very, very, like, scenic and has a personality, we'll say. Alright, let's come through here. Alright, come on, bulk door. There we go. Get a PDA.
I thought it might get claustrophobic living underwater. Father feels it is. He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out the window and sometimes I think how lucky I am to see this world up close. Back on the island, I wouldn't have believed the creatures that live down here. The fish, they glow. There's one that's 90% eyeball. Snakes twice the length of a habitat compartment. Certainly, it's not all friendly. Most of plant life is toxic. I learned that the hard way. But I've managed to coax some marble melons into growing indoors. And when they don't cover our dietary needs, well, we eat the fish themselves. It's a bit gross, but there's nothing they wouldn't do. I've been attempting to document my findings. Father approves. He says understanding is power, that the more we know about this planet, the more we can use it to our advantage. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's not easy without proper equipment and network access, but the old-fashioned way, observing, taking notes, testing theories, shows me the world in a way a spectroscopic analysis never could. Lately I've been watching the crab snakes. They ambush their prey as it tries to feed on the mushrooms they hide in. What they don't eat settles on the seabed, which fertilizes the mushrooms, which feeds the herbivores, and so the chain continues. Co-evolution gives me the fuzzies.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Very nice. Alright, let's pop in here real quick. We got a lot of PDAs in that section, so let's see here. I'm going to try and play all of them.
Something incredible just happened. Since we're down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering, but I didn't have enough enameled glass. So, I started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have, and those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerite got interested. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for Father, and I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed and she dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth. I asked her about it. She shrugged and said my theory was good. Said she had the meeting out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally. She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest, armed with just a heat blade, and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers. On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, well, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm. I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. What's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me leave the habitat. Maybe with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close to them.
Integrating new PDA data.
It is such, like, with, you know, in the previous stream we kind of saw how his story ends. It is so sad to, like, know how full of hope he was at the beginning. You know, he's just kind of like, you know, he's a biologist. He's kind of studying all of these different life forms, and, you know, the world just wasn't terribly kind to him. Alright, let's go ahead and keep on listening.
We're already 200 meters below sea level. You want to go deeper?
Look around us, Chief. Water leaking through the hull, water outside the hatch. We're drowning real slow. If rescue arrives, whatever shot us down, it's gonna do it again and again until it's shut off. You see an off switch around here, Chief?
Why would it any more likely be half a kilometer down?
Your kid found something on the scanner. There's something down there. Something that shouldn't be.
You're mad.
I'm going all the same. And I have an idea you two are gonna follow. But if you do, be mindful. Your authority stopped at sea level.
So yeah, it seems that the Degassi crew has also found some of the more, alien architecture around the planet, which is very fun. Alright, is this our exit? I'm trying to get out of here. We'll keep on listening to the audio logs, but I'm trying to find our way out now. Alright, let's see here.
These conniving corporate bourgeois, inbred, incompetent, self-absorbed jerks don't have a damn clue. The kid's not so bad. He's even useful. But I swear, everything that comes out of his father's idiot face is a narcissistic lie. He wants to stay in this cave, his problem. I'm the one doing the heavy lifting. When sea monsters are hunting you, you don't hide. You hunt the sea monsters. Then you build a bigger boat out of sea monster bones and you hunt bigger monsters. Keep going until there aren't any monsters left to hunt you. I'm going deeper. I'm gonna find what shot us down and I'm gonna tear its damn heart out. I started the prep work. The kids taught me how to make enameled glass. I've started stockpiling metal ores to build myself a sea moth. I'll raid the indoor grow beds before I leave.
Seek fluid intake.
It is kind of funny, they're talking about finding what shot them down. We know what shot them down. It was the mountain base. It's kind of funny that they just, they never found it. I suppose it's because they didn't. I have to imagine they just didn't explore the surface too much. They just started immediately going down after they left the floating island. Because it is kind of odd, they're talking about what shot them down when, we know what shot them down. That's not the mystery, it's how to turn it off. In all respects, they are correct. They do need to go down to turn it off. But that's only because the Sea Emperor is at the bottom. Technically, to turn it off, all they need to do is go to the mountain. But yeah, it's interesting.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I think we have one PDA left to listen to.
You know what Maida told me today? She wants to build a habitat 500 meters below sea level, more than a kilometer northeast of here. And she needs Bart and I to do it. She's got it into her head that she can save us if she just acts recklessly enough. But I've hauled Star Wars to Neptune, Plasteel to the Federation. This family operates 9 different mining colonies across the Ariadne Arm. Maida thinks she's better suited to lead. Her contract still says otherwise. But I just cannot damn well tell whether it's the stupidest idea I ever heard, or my only hope. I turned 80 years old last week. I thought I had another 80 in me, but marooned on this planet, there's no swapping out of my liver when the old one fails. Here, I'm mortal. And Maida is useful. So, it's my responsibility to make a decision. Return to the island and hope whatever knocked the Degassi out of the sky won't do the same to the rescue ship. Or take us deeper in search of answers. And all the while be hoping old age gets me before the sea monsters do. I'll give Maida just one thing. She was right about these caves. There's enough lithium there to fabricate 100 tons of plasteel. Enough for a damn fleet of Cyclops submarines. There was nothing anyone could have done to avoid crashing here. But I was right to order the detour. If we get off this planet, they'll be talking about the Torgal share price on the other side of the Federation.
Vital signs stabilizing.
So yeah, we get a bit more lore about the world outside of this planet, which I think, I really would like to see a bit more of that because, in Below Zero, we didn't really get too much of lore about that. Like, despite that game's whole, theme of working with Altera directly, or like going through some of Altera's exploration here on the planet, like we didn't really get too much lore about the universe outside of the planet, which I think could be very interesting because through that conversation, it's shown that humanity now possesses the technology to artificially extend lives, whether or not that's only for the rich, as our Degassi friends are very. We don't know. It could be interesting though to see more of that lore and like what does humanity look like when we're also a spacefaring civilization. Could be interesting. Like I'd like to see a bit more of that because with how detailed Subnautica is with the lore and setting up this world with all the data entries and so forth. Like, well, I guess there probably is some like lore in the data entries about the outside world that I've just not seen because I haven't read through every data entry. But yeah. Oh, it's interesting. The dialogue is always quippy and fun too. We'll have to. I will say, did we get a ping for their next base? Yes, we did. Maybe once we get the next Seamoth upgrade, we'll go down and visit that. Because I don't want to go down there in the prawn suit, because that just sounds like a pain. Yeah, maybe we'll make that our next goal for the stream. And then maybe finish it off there. We'll see how we're looking when we get close to there. Love this music. What is it? Alien World, I think, is in the score. I love this piece. If there's any like piece of music that just like encapsulates Subnautica, in my opinion, it's this piece. I just love this piece of music. It's kind of like, it's strangely hopeful and very nice. I like it. Alright. Time to head back over to the dreaded Blood Kelp Zone. But this time it is daylight, so it's slightly less creepy. Alright. We also need some more titanium, so I might try and find some more titanium on our way back. Go ahead and grab a ton of deep mushrooms so that we don't have to come back here. Let's see if I can find some more ruby while I'm here too, because we probably will need ruby eventually for something. Alright, let's see here. Yeah. There's a warper. I hear him. Oh boy. Grab some uranium. Lovely. Oh, hi Bone Shark. I didn't realize you were down here. I don't really see any more rubies. Go ahead and grab some more quartz because there seems to be a lot of quartz here. I think we'll probably need some more. Well, yeah, we will for the enameled glass. So let's go ahead and grab the quartz while we're here. Plenty about. Yeah, it is kind of wild just how stark of a difference the lighting makes. Like, when we were coming through here earlier, you know, I could barely like swim about without feeling like on the edge of my seat. But now that we're here in daytime, it's just like, okay, you know, it's not that bad. Like, it's still creepy. I know there are still enemies here. But it's not so bad that I'm like, alright, we need to leave now. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to keep an eye out for any additional things that we can scan coming through here. I don't know if we have the full hull fragment yet. We do now? Lovely.
New blueprint acquired.
Acquired. I'm thinking about making a, you know, a edit video of like some of the highlights of the stream. I should make a counter for how many times I've said acquired after the PDA. Just because it's one of those things that, like, I like the PDA's accent. The voice actor for the PDA does an excellent job. But me being from the southern United States, acquired is just such a fun word to me. Because, you know, I would say acquired. But, you know, that's my my southern accent. Oh boy. Alright, grab some metal salvage if we find any along the way. Let's see here. Yeah, looks like we have a fair amount of space, so. Be on the lookout for it. I was about to say, I think I was running myself into a cave. Oh, sorry to whatever that was. Alright, keep on going. But yeah, how you guys liking the stream so far? Are you liking the Subnautica content? Yeah, it's always fun talking about games. Playing them while I talk about them is even better. Alright. I think we should be able to get both our charge fins and our depth module upgrade here, and then we can, in the stream, going and checking out the Degassi base. We need to build a second moon pool for the sea moth. That way we can have you know, both of them parked at once.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, let's see here. I think, yeah, I already brought out the magnetite. Let's see here. Go ahead and make the glass and the titanium. Yeah, getting a lot of good progress in today. I'm not sure if we have silver yet, or if we have any leftover silver. I'll have to double check with that. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see here. None in here. And then I'm looking for lithium for that. I need a stalker tooth for the enameled. And let me check in here if I have any extra silver. We might need to go out looking for some silver. Yep, we do. Alright, cool. Alright, and then what do I need to make this? Salt. I think we have some salt in here that I saw. I need to move all this storage into this room so I don't have to constantly run back and forth. Alright, here we go. And then was it gold? I need gold. I'm not sure if we have any gold, but we'll probably find some when looking for silver. So even if we don't, I guess no problem. Nothing there. Oh, we have so much gold. Of course, because we've looked for silver in the past and never found it. Alright. Let's see here. Let's go look for silver. Go figure. Yeah. It is funny, like, when making a crafting system and, you know, one of the things you have to really pay attention to with crafting systems is, like, which resources are required the most. This isn't the right one, but I'll grab it anyway. And which, like, when making a crafting system, you need to look at which resources are used the most and how abundant they are in the world. Because, you know, if, for instance, like silver and copper, I'm saying we always need silver and copper. But, like, for the most part, we don't really need gold that much. We don't really need diamond that much, but we have a lot of gold and diamond. So it's one of those things that when making a crafting system, you just have to be very careful about how you make certain recipes cost. Like, if you're gonna have something be incredibly common, like, you need to make sure that's very common in the world as well. Gold. Always gold. Yeah. Because, like, you know, for titanium, we have the metal salvage, so it's like, while titanium is used in a lot of things, we're never really stuck hunting for it, since we have those metal salvage that we can just craft into an easy source of titanium. Like, they are easy to spot, they don't, you know, potentially require a resource that you don't need, or have a resource that you don't need. So, you know, you don't have to waste your time. Like, that's what I was saying in a previous stream. Like, you don't need to have it be outcroppings. You can just have it be whatever resource it is. So that way players can see it and make that decision without committing the time to getting it. It's always such a pain whenever we run out of something. We got the floaters. So we know how the big floaters, like, exist. They, you know, they bring life up to the surface, and then, you know, consume everything that's decomposed on top of it. How do the small floaters work? Like, the small floaters just kind of attached to these, like, random rocks, it seems. Like, is there really that much nutrients in those small rocks? I don't know. Maybe I'll scan one of them, see what the data entry says. There we go. We got all of our silver. Do I want to scan them now? Apparently not, because the game says that I'm drowning. We can also go to sleep to make sure that we don't have to deal with nighttime. I'll do that after we finish crafting, so we get our full day's worth of exploring in. Alright. Silver for the wiring kit. Here we go. We've got that. Plasteel. See, this is fantastic for me. Like, I don't have to, because I've got a terrible memory. I will just, like, I will forget what I was doing. Alright, let's see here. What do I need? Case in point. Magnetite. Alright. Alright. Let's see, I need the upgrade. Access upgrades. I want the depth module. also want to take off my fins. And we've got our modification station. Lovely. Very nice. We've had a very productive stream today. We've got this, so it will wirelessly charge our tools, so like our sea glide will last much longer. Yeah, so let's go ahead and put away all of our stuff, and we can head out on an adventure. Let's see here. Need salt and then bleach, I think, to make water. Kind of out of water for the moment, which is annoying. But we do have some in the sea moth, so I might just let that be for the moment. Oh no, I should eat the plants while I'm here. Well, the lantern fruit, I should say. These will also give me water. Alright. Access upgrades. Crush depth now 500 meters. Fantastic. So we'll have just enough depth to reach the proposed Degassi hideout. While I'm here, sleep. Let's not set out in the middle of the night, because this is better for my sanity. See, it looks so much more friendly today. And while we're here, real quick, let's scan the floaters. Alright, cool. Gonna flick those up. We're gonna go into the sea moth. Alright. Two species living in symbiosis which attach to and attempt to feed on any objects they come into contact with. Interesting, so they're two different things. Dominant life form, the pink main body, and the inner structure and jaw is the dominant creature. Once attached to an organism or other stable surface, it will attempt to leach nutrients in order to grow. Interesting. Very cool. That's one of those like symbiotic relationships that really makes you like kind of scratch your head and go, now how did this come about? You know, evolutionarily, because it doesn't seem like a likely pairing. But yeah, very cool. All right, we're headed straight down into the crag zone. I think that's what this place is called, with all the different towers. Alright, let's make sure that our sea moth isn't damaged going down into this new area by small fish hitting it. Lovely. Is this the right way? Who knows? I don't think it is. I think this is just a little trench. Have a little wreck here. Might as well explore it a little bit while we're here. Got our laser cutter here. something we already had. I think that was the fire suppression system from modification station. Ooh, power cell charger. I don't think we have this yet. Oh, nope, we do. Anything else in here? Can I get in here? Don't think I can. I'll do a quick once round for the rest and then we'll go ahead and leave. This is a pretty small wreck, so I don't think that there's anything else here. Alright, let's keep on going. See if we can find the second Degassi hideout. Says it's like getting pretty close to right beneath us, so we find a big drop-off point. Alright, this looks like the right area. Yep. This is the Grand Reef. Another very pretty area. And we'll probably see some new enemies here too. Oh. And some old ones too. There's a warper. Hi, warper. We've got the jelly squid. Is that what they're called? Am I just making that name up? I don't remember. But yeah. Yeah, here is one of our new enemies. The crab squid. Jelly rays, that's what they're called. But yeah, and also here we have the Degassi hideout. So we can go ahead and swim around here and explore.
Came out of nowhere. An alien kraken, bigger than a cyclops. Tore a hole clear through the reinforced hull. I barely got my breather in time. I told her. I said others would come. The rupture threw me clear of the habitat. And the monster turned and bore down on me. And just as its tentacles came within reach, Mira appeared out of nowhere.
Integrating new
She had a sea
PDA
glide in
data.
one hand, a jagged piece of scrap metal in the other. She meant to butcher that beast or die trying. The last I saw her, she had the metal lodged in its neck as the monster did its best to shake her, contorting off into the darkness.
Oh, hello. These things are huge.
One way or another. Then I thought I saw a light deep below me. I hoped maybe Bart had swum clear. I followed it. Now I wonder whether I saw anything at all. Our oxygen is low. The habitat is gone.
New
I
blueprint
can't see the
acquired.
sky. Something surely has the scent of my blood.
Integrating new PDA data. Detecting a titanium mass somewhere in this area. Unable to confirm whether it originated on the Aurora. New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data.
Very nice. Alright, let's try and get some more of those audio logs.
Please, stop fighting and listen. We're sick.
What?
How? You've been coughing, right? Feeling itchy? Blisters? Yeah.
Integrating new
Biometrics would have
PDA
warned
data.
us if we were sick.
It's something new. It's not in the database.
Come on, then. What's it gonna do? Turn us inside out? Dissolve us into jelly?
It's an alien bacteria. It's everywhere. Every organism on this planet. It's altering our genetic code.
How are the creatures surviving if they're infected?
I don't know yet.
Want me to cut some of them open for you? Find out what makes you tick?
No.
Oh.
Tell me what you
Oh,
need.
thanks,
son.
warper.
Materials, equipment.
Just... Can I have some quiet? I need some time to think.
Alright, there's our sea moth. Alright, hey, no, don't hit our sea moth. Alright, let's get out of here. Get away from that crab squid. But yeah. So we learn a bit more about what happened to the Degassi crew. This seems to be one of the last bases before ruin befell them. It's a little close to be narrating with the warpers about. But yeah, so we'll we'll finish off listening to the... Man, I almost died there. Finish off listening to the audio logs, and then we'll call it there for stream. It is interesting. He said that a kraken came. I wonder what that could be referring to, because there isn't, like, you know, a kraken is, like, kind of squid-like in nature. Like, I don't think it could be a reaper, but a reaper is what she killed earlier, so who knows? Alright, let's listen to these last two.
Margaret, Maida has boarded the habitat.
What are you so happy about, Maida?
Say, kid, I brought you something.
Is that a Leviathan outside?
Towed it home on the back of the sub.
You killed that thing?
It's still breathing. I was about to finish the job, but I can stand chat if you'd like. No? Then make yourself useful and pass me that hardened blade.
Are you out of your mind? You brought that thing here? What if it's not as dead as it looks? What if others come?
You prefer it got curious and came of its own accord, or got messed up and dragged here?
When we get off this planet, I am going to drag you through every court in the damn Federation.
So you see that Margaret is already kind of, you know, testing the waters a bit, pushing her luck. Alright.
I have had it with you, risking our lives.
Oh, stow it, Chief. The kid can't kill this disease without fish to study. I'm just bringing him home.
What? Tell her. Tell her I'm right.
You're both wrong. Marguerite, I can't find out how they resist the bacteria if you slaughter them all.
It ain't always they oblige in coming in alive.
He means you're being reckless.
Father, the outcome's no better if we hole up in here and don't go outside. But we have to find a middle way.
There is no compromise. Not while she's on my sea base.
Your sea base?
I'm going outside.
Bard, Torgal has disembarked the habitat.
Bud, come in. It's dangerous. Damn it, boy. I know you can hear me.
Chief. Chief, get off the radio and put on your helmet.
What?
Brace!
Ooh, and we hear the moments right before disaster. Alright, I think that is a very good place to end stream for today. I hope you all have enjoyed. We certainly made a fair bit of progress. And yeah, I think we'll be back with this on Thursday. So maybe from there we'll start to delve deeper and look a bit farther. Who knows? Alright, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.